Hello, and welcome to the Report Program. I'm your host, Mark Chamali.
I'm Nicole King.
And I'm Tyra Majors. Today we bring you national, local, and campus news. We've got a great show for today. Kicking it off, we're going to start at Cal State Fullerton.
The Siberian mammoth has been permanently displayed at Cal State Fullerton's Titan Student Union. Xochitl Lagunas has more details.
A prehistoric Siberian mammoth has been permanently displayed at Cal State Fullerton in the Titan Student Union's Chapman Atrium. John Gregg, a Huntington Beach geotechnical engineer, and his Gregg Family Foundation donated the extinct Ice Age mammoth to CSUF because of the university's mascot, known as Tuffy the Titan. According to the Daily Titan, Gregg was the second owner of the fossil pieces after he bought them from a friend who was trying to pay off his daughter's college tuition. Gregg said, "I'm happy that the mammoth is going to get out of the dusty storage shed so people can enjoy viewing." Kayla Barnhart, a freshman at CSUF, was excited to hear about the mammoth's display.
It's cool that they're bringing the mammoth over. That way people can observe the different features on it without having to travel far away or pay a lot of money to go to a museum.
The mammoth skeleton installation was an all-day process. It is said to be 11 feet tall at the shoulders and 24 feet in length from tusks to tail. The design of the exhibit site includes a glass wall, security cameras, and an alarm system. Jared Hill, who's the chair of the Titan Student Center's Board of Trustees, has shared more info and thoughts on the mammoth's display.
The pavilions are obviously a very big event space for Orange County, so we have lots of different groups coming and going from that space every day. So knowing that they'll see this really incredible object and how large it is, I think it's great for the university. I think it makes us look very scholarly in what we do and adds a very unique perspective to the TSU.
Many students have already stopped by to take a look at the mammoth's display here in the TSU. Xochitl Lagunas reporting for the Report Program.
It was an exciting weekend for the African American Department as they unveiled a new exhibit dedicated to civil engagement. Matthew Kessler has more.
I'm Matthew Kessler, and I'm here today at the Pollock Library's Atrium Gallery, where Cal State Fullerton is unveiling a new exhibit. This new exhibit chronicles the paths that African Americans have taken in civil engagement, from the Buffalo Soldiers to the 12 CSU alumni honored here today.
All of the wonderful exhibit materials from the Buffalo Soldiers belong to Bobby McDonald, one of the honorees today. Most of the rest of the exhibit material was created by Bobby.
In 1866, right after the Buffalo Soldiers were formed, the 62nd and 65th Colored Infantry pooled their resources and came up with $5,000 to incorporate Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri. $13 a month, $156 a year, and they all put their money together because they understood the value of education.
We went out and identified 12 other members that graduated in the 60s and 70s to be the highlight of the program. And then they asked me, because I had this Buffalo Soldier collection, to put the Buffalo Soldier collection on.
We thank the alumni here who planted the seeds for our department to grow and expand into what it is today.
Dozens of supporters attended the unveiling. However, Buffalo Soldiers and respected alumni weren't the only ones to be honored here today. 3 faculty members of the African American Studies Department were tenured as well.
There has never been 3 African-American faculty to make tenure at the same time, and they went up for early tenure.
It seems Cal State Fullerton and its faculty are continuing to make history. Congratulations to Dr. Graham, Dr. Brooks, and Dr. Larry. For the Report Program, I'm Matthew Kessler.
With the Big West Championships right around the corner, our cross-country team used the annual Titan Invitational as preparation. Our reporter Matthew Kirkland has more on the story.
The Cal State Fullerton men's and women's cross-country teams added a pair of runner-up finishes to their stellar season before heading to Riverside for the Big West Championships. Both teams placed second out of Division I teams that competed at the Titan Invitational last Friday, hosted on campus.
The guys, though, we had a runoff for our last position on the conference team, which is next weekend at UC Riverside. and so the first guy that finished got the last spot on the conference team.
Freshman Uriel Medina won the race-off and earned the final spot by finishing 6th overall in the men's 8,000-meter race. The Titans have had 3 different runners place first at a meet this season, and the team's depth gives them a boost physically and mentally.
It says a lot about our race-off too, on how, you know, our last guy is like right there. So like our depth is crazy. So we're all not too far apart from each other. So that's really good. I think that's something we haven't had in a while.
The women's team took the meet a little easier and used it as a cool-down run.
The gals, first of all, we really didn't compete today. We were just we did a workout beforehand, and the girls just kind of jogged it.
They have run well all year and expect to have a chance at winning next week's meet.
And our biggest goal is to actually win it and make history for the Titans, and, you know, make a name for ourselves bigger than what people think of us.
The Titan men also have pressure on them to place as high as the second-place team of 1993.
I'm looking forward to it. I think the guys are going to, you know, maybe have their best overall finish in like 20-plus years.
Head coach John Elders is as confident in this year's cross-country team as he's been in 30 years as Titans head coach. The Titan men and women will head to the Big West Championships this October 28th to try to place higher than they ever have before. For the Report program, I'm Matthew Kirkland.
A recent arrest by Fullerton University police bring focus on campus safety in regards to sexual assault. Reporter Mark Shamali goes on campus to find out how to keep these types of crimes to a minimum.
The University Police at Cal State Fullerton have successfully identified and arrested a man that had been inappropriately touching himself in his vehicle and harassing female students earlier this month. For the last few years, students and staff receive emails from time to time that are titled Campus Crime Alert, followed by the suspicious activity. These emails come from Chief of Police Dennis DeMaio. Many of these alerts have consisted of reports of men following women or touching themselves inappropriately. Marisol Solis, a student at Cal State Fullerton, told me about her classmate's close call last year. Here's what she had to say.
She was saying how this guy was dragging her, telling her to get in the car, and there was people walking by and no one said or did anything. And she was like, someone help me, like help. But no one did anything.
I spoke with Captain Scott Wiley of the Fullerton University Police to see what preventative measures can be taken to reduce these types of crimes and to try to increase the safety of students and staff. Captain Wiley mentioned that the awareness of your surroundings and walking with friends around campus is the key to preventing sexual attacks as well as other crimes such as robbery or assault. Making eye contact when walking by other people on campus also helps instill awareness. He stressed that if you see something happening, speak up immediately to the police. He also stated that the people normally targeted are the ones that are not aware of what is going on around them. The University Police has done a great job in keeping these crimes to a minimum and have recently increased police presence on campus due to recent Las Vegas tragedy and the upcoming controversial speaker Milo's appearance on campus scheduled on October 31st. I'm Mark Chamali with the Report program. The Fullerton City Council recently voted to allow more people into downtown bars and restaurants. Our reporter Terry Gaines went to Heroes, a local hotspot, to get employee perspective.
In early October, the Fullerton City Council voted 4-0 in favor of changing the city's business occupancy laws. The soon-to-be defunct law had a maximum occupancy ratio of 1 person every 15 square feet. The new law, due to go into effect next month, will allow 1 person every 7 square feet. While the new law matches the 2016 State Fire Code, some worry that more people will result in more problems. I spoke with Jake Smith, a bar back at Heroes Bar and Grill, who shared his thoughts on the upcoming change.
I think there's going to be a lot more business coming in through Heroes. This place gets packed every weekend, so already with that, more people are going to come in, more business, but also more servers, so more accidents could happen. I mean, on a Saturday, we already have 10 servers, 4 bar backs, so behind the bar, that's like, the bar's not, it's not a big spot, so if we bump that up 15, 20, you know, it's going to be a lot of bumping into each other. You know, something's bound to happen.
Coordination skills decrease with intoxication, something Jake says could be a hazard with an influx of people.
I mean, it's a bar, people are getting drunk, you know, people are on edge, and when everyone's shoulder to shoulder, you know, something could happen for sure.
Many businesses may need to increase safety protocols, such as fire sprinklers and emergency exits. and have been encouraged to provide the city and police department with updated on-site conflict procedures. For now, all Fullerton residents and employees can do is try their best to keep themselves and others out of harm's way. I'm Terry Gaines with the Report Program.
Have you all been to Heroes? It gets really crowded in
Yeah,
there.
I've been there. It's I'm very curious to see how crowded it's going to be now
Yeah.
that they're passing these laws.
Food is awesome.
It is.
Should be an exciting time.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Stay tuned while we head to commercial break. When we come back, we're going to branch out around Southern California.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
California State Senator Josh Newman of Senate District 29 is currently serving his first term in office. But less than 1 year after being elected, he has been hit with the news of a potential recall. Our reporter, Alyssa Ruiz, met with Senator Newman to see how him and his team are working to get the word out about the recall.
Family man, Army veteran, and current Fullerton resident. California State Senator Josh Newman proudly represents Senate District 29 as a member of the Democratic Party. Elected in November of last year, Newman was hit with the news of a potential recall election less than 1 year into his first term due to his vote for Senate Bill 1, or the gas tax.
When we voted for SB 1, that was the opportunity to actually make those investments, to make improvements to our roads, which are so sorely needed. So it entailed, obviously, raising taxes on gasoline, diesel, and vehicle license fees, which is not an attractive proposition by any means, but it was necessary, and there really wasn't a plausible alternative presented to us other than let the situation continue.
Organizers against the bill have gathered over 60,000 signatures to trigger a recall in hopes the Republican Party can gain back their seat in office. What people are unaware of are the benefits Senate Bill 1 can have on our communities.
At the same night that we voted for SB 1, we also voted on a constitutional amendment. It's now called ACA 5, and that'll be a proposition on June's ballot. And what that will do, if it passes, if the voters approve it, is it'll make sure that any of the monies that we raise through SB 1, through these new fees and taxes, can only be spent on the intended purposes.
With an election date still not decided, Newman's campaign team has been hard at work fighting back against the recall.
I would estimate that I spend about 50 to 60 hours a week working on the campaign. And to be able to do it on behalf of a senator that so embodies a lot of what it is that we want from our elected representatives really makes it that much more worth it.
With the well-being of the people as his priority, Newman and his team have remained positive and in good spirits during this hectic time. I'm Alyssa Ruiz for the Report Program.
Property prices in Orange County are at an all-time high with no indication of slowing down. With this, a 2% property tax increase was recently approved by local government. Robbie King met with local residents and real estate experts to discuss how increase will affect all SoCal residents.
Orange County, California, a paradise for sun lovers and those with disposable income. While there are many different cities to live in the OC, a new property tax could just change that. A 2% increase is going into effect soon, and with an already inflated property market, people could find it harder than ever to buy property. Lisa Sergio is a 35-year homeowner. She has experienced the Californian way of taxes, and now she's moving out of California for the less tax-burdened Arizona.
I think so. It's just California's getting too expensive overall. You know, more people, everybody's talking about leaving, but you know, it depends on your job. You know, I mean, I could have left before, but where do you go that you can make the kind of money that you make here?
In the state of California, the government can raise the property tax at 2% of the property's value legally. The tax has never been 2% until now, and even non-property owners are feeling the effects. Kathleen Jones is a real estate veteran. She owns a brokerage company and thinks renters could see their rent go up too, due to the owner's costs.
It could, because the property owners have to factor that into their properties as well. So.
Gabe Quintero is a local business owner who also rents property to tenants. He thinks it's the renters who are the ones who will really feel the effects.
The renter has to pay more money. Well, the renter can't afford to buy a home already. So if you're going to charge the renter more money, then they'll never be able to afford a home, and the prices keep going up.
It's getting to the point where practically 75% of the people in Orange County can't afford to purchase a home.
And while a 2% tax doesn't sound like a lot, when tacked on to additional new gas, water, and electrical taxes, people could be more affected than they think unless something is done soon. I'm Robbie King for the Report Program.
Calling all CSUF female students looking for extra scholarship money. The Miss Anaheim Scholarship Association is now accepting applications for the title of Miss Anaheim 2018 and a chance to earn up to $2,000 in scholarship funds. Reporter Nicole King has the story.
You better work!
Pageants. This is what most audiences stereotypically think of. The glitz and glam, the dresses and gowns, women competing for the title of Miss. But what if there was an incentive for young girls to compete for scholarship funds towards their academics? The Miss Anaheim Scholarship Association was created for just that. Board member and former Miss Jill Cook elaborates on the program and its benefits.
I have been involved with the Miss California organization as a whole since I competed for Miss Placenta in 2003. I actually wouldn't have gone to college if it weren't for the Miss California organization and its many local programs. I earned enough scholarship money by competing and actually never winning or placing to pay for my junior college experience. So it greatly defrayed the cost that I had to pay for school, and I really believe in paying that forward to other young women. Any young woman who attends Cal State Fullerton full-time is actually eligible, or who lives in Anaheim or Anaheim Hills. You need to be between the ages of 17 and 24 if you'd like to be a Miss contestant, or 13 to 17 if you want to be a teen contestant.
The title of Miss Anaheim Hills 2017 is currently held by Jasmine Avalos. As a junior at Cal State Fullerton, she shares her experience with the program and how it has impacted her life.
I fell in love with the organization. As a first-generation college student, I didn't think college was going to be a possibility for me, especially because I knew that I would have to fund my education on my own. So the Miss America Scholarship Program and, of course, the Miss Anaheim Association has definitely helped me accomplish my educational goals. I have loved music my whole life. I originally started as a dancer and then transitioned into the music role or realm and started singing as a talent, but I knew that I wanted to do something performance-wise, so I thought that the Miss America organization was a really unique way to do that and to earn scholarship money while I was at it.
Reporting for Cal State Fullerton, I'm Nicole King.
Pink's world-famous hot dogs transformed overnight into Dodger Mania. Pink's is going to remain blue with a special item on the menu as long as the Dodgers remain in this year's World Series. Reporter Gabriela Castagna went to Pink's location in Los Angeles to find out more.
That is the sound you'll hear if you're standing outside of Pink's Hot Dogs in Los Angeles while the Dodgers are in the World Series. This is an exciting time for fans since the Dodgers have not attended a World Series since 1988. And what better way for fans to celebrate than a good old hot dog? Pink's decided to share their excitement and honor the Dodgers by going blue from the inside out.
What better way to do is take their colors and adopt them and then change all of Pink's. Everything that was red, everything that was pink is now Dodger blue.
People are lining up from all around Southern California to not only show their love for the team, but to experience the limited time menu item which they're calling Blue's Hot Dog. It's a stretch bacon chili cheese hot dog that represents everything Dodgers.
Sells for $4.88 to recognize the 88 in that 488 represents the year the Dodgers was last in the World Series.
I asked Richard and Beverly just how they were able to transform their business overnight.
We used our own employees, so our employees were this team, and they did a miraculous job.
Not only is the decor and food attracting Dodger lovers, but the excitement that they're sharing and the long line is attracting people walking by. I talked to Sal Kane, who is from out of town, to see why he stopped by and what he witnessed outside the business.
I saw a big crowd outside with cameras and a lot of people excited. So I stopped by, like, let me see what's going on. And it's actually the World Series tonight. The Dodgers are going, so I'm in the right place at the right time. So I was just checking them out. I might get a hot dog later on.
Like many other fans, Pinks is hopeful about the Dodgers' outcome in the World Series.
Till the Dodgers win the World Series this year.
Whatever the outcome, win or lose, Pinks says they still bleed blue. I'm Gabriela Castanilla with the Report Program.
Home ownership seems to be at an all-time low due to the fact that millennials are not buying houses. Are millennials saving up money? Or what exactly are they doing with their money?
Being a homeowner is what we all dream of, but for millennials, that doesn't seem to be one of their priorities. Homeownership seems to be at a low with millennials, but what exactly is keeping millennials from buying their first home? I spoke with Ann Sendejas, a millennial, who plans to buy her first home in the next few years.
The economy is bad. Everything's so expensive and it's hard to survive here in California.
Along with things being so expensive, one of the main reasons why millennials aren't buying a home is due to their student debt. According to the Federal Reserve, at the end of the first quarter, there were $1.44 trillion in student loans. Because of student debt, millennials are still living at home with parents and relatives.
And because they have to pay other things like rent, which is the main thing that's really expensive, and like their whole check goes on that, on rent and bills.
Housing prices are increasing in the U.S., which is why millennials tend to stay at home with parents. But are they really saving money for a down payment, or where exactly is their money going?
Do go out to theme parks, obviously, food, restaurants, parties, yes.
Most millennials dream and plan of owning a home one day. But according to data from the apartment list, about 44% of millennials said they had nothing saved for a down payment. If millennials plan to own a home one day, they better start saving. For the Report Program, I'm Victor Chulico.
Oh, that's really interesting, especially for students like us.
I know I definitely haven't thought about buying a home yet. What about you guys?
Definitely looking to buy the house before I'm 30. That's my plan.
Good plan, good plan.
All right, guys. Well, after the break, we'll get into the world of drag, hip-hop, and more entertainment. We'll be right back.
Since the premiere of the show RuPaul's Drag Race in 2009, drag culture is becoming more mainstream. Reporter Mia Agraviador interviews one drag queen who got her start right here at Cal State Fullerton.
For one Cal State Fullerton student, drag has helped him become who he truly is. Tanner Diaz talks about his experience and journey into becoming Flora Fontaine.
I've always had more of a feminine side to me, and so I didn't really start acting upon that until I got into college, and then that's kind of when I was like, oh, like, I want to do this, I should be able to do this, and like, this is who I am, I want to do that. And so starting like freshman year, I started like painting my nails and stuff like that, and then sophomore year, I started kind of wearing more makeup, like kind of regularly, kind of wearing like foundation and concealer and bronzer and all that. And then it was junior year where I kind of started to do more like full faces of makeup. Kind of this gradual build of kind of building up to drag ultimately, and then it wasn't until April of last year that I actually like fully did drag, where, you know, tucked and corset and wig and all of that jazz, and that was kind of the beginning. And then I've just kind of been at that place now and just kind of exploring with Flora's likes and dislikes and what. I feel super confident when I'm like in full drag, when I'm in full Flora mode. I feel like I could take on the world. Like I feel like no one or nothing can like stop me. I think it's something that I will always keep the memories and the feelings I felt when I performed with Flora as being so confident and so like okay and like, I don't want to say in love with myself, but like loving myself. She'll always be with me, and I don't think I'll ever kind of be like, oh, I'm never performing as Flora again. So she'll always be in my back pocket.
We want to thank you, us queens, and I'm sure the audience as well, for being an inspiration to us, for following your dreams and just doing whatever the hell you want. And
And now moving on to entertainment news. Hip-hop made history in July this year by becoming the most consumed genre in music. The decline in hip-hop lyrics content has artists outside of the mainstream concerned with the latest trends. Reporter Jessica Cardenas tells us more about this story.
Hip-hop, a cultural genre that has dominated the mainstream media. And just this year, hip-hop is at its highest peak, surpassing rock as the #1 music genre. Its current state, with lyrics focusing on partying, sex, and fortune, have become a constant repetition played on the radio.
They rap about the same thing. What have they done for them? What have they done for the community except floss on you guys and let you know that, yeah, you're in the lower status of the totem pole.
Hip-hop's original roots established a platform of expression and empowerment to those eager for a voice.
Hip-hop spoke on something, regardless if it was to make you dance, move, this, that, and the third. It spoke on something and did something for the community.
They rapped about the struggle. They rapped about the dreams and the aspirations of becoming something and making it big, to not have to worry about when's their next meal, or not have to worry about selling crack to feed their kids and things like that. So I respect it.
The mainstream trend has shifted away from lyrical content to sound and production.
This new generation, they like the beats right now, so that's what's catching them, because if you really listen to the songs, they're not saying anything. But they're not saying anything.
They don't got it. They don't got it. I'm just gonna be straight up. They do not got it. Nah. Substance to make you feel sometimes. They got it for the club.
And the biggest hip-hop hits playing on the radio cultivate the public with its popular rhythm. Outside of the mainstream, there are artists striving to keep hip-hop's roots alive.
I like that, timeless. This is all temporary. 10 years from now, ain't nobody gonna want to listen to it.
We got a story to tell. That's all I want to say.
This is Jessica Cardenas reporting for the Report program.
Misogyny in hip-hop music isn't something new. Tyra Majors had the opportunity to get an inside look on how females have suffered years of degradation in music lyrics and how female rappers struggle to get to the top.
Hip-hop has always been a male-dominated industry, with misogyny at the center of its lyrics.
She ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't even know it.
Yep, he just said that. Research shows that nearly half of rap lyrics contain some type of supporting or exploitation of women.
You the hottest bitch in this place.
On the other hand, female rappers for years used their music to oppose hip-hop misogyny with self-empowering and independent lyrics. Cardi B, who just made history with her hit single Bodak Yellow, lets us know her independence by speaking of her ballin' bank accounts. LA-based rapper Sensei has been in the rap game for years now. She says that women need to boss up in order to get to the top.
I'm doing it because I love it, and I'm doing it because I want girls to listen what I've been through, because it could change their perspective on life. Or if they're going through it, they can get through it. You know, I have this song called Intuitions, and it's all about knowing your intuitions and moving on from something that was not good for you. You know, so it's a lot of women that go through that, you know, and I want to be that platform to make them feel like, you know what, we can get through this together and we can boss up. You know, and that's one of my other singles. Gotta plug that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Boss up. You can go get that.
I asked girls on my college campus how they feel when they hear a song like Bodak Yellow come on. Here's what they have to say.
How do you feel when you hear Bodak Yellow? That is my jam. It gets me turned up. Fierce. Powerful. Lit.
As we just saw, empowering lyrics and hip-hop music have a huge impact on the way women feel. There's a lot of work in progress to be made in the music industry to make society view women differently. I'm Tyra Majors. Vegans have been around for years and years, but recently there's been an increase in the lifestyle. Why, you might ask? Let's take it to Jessica Lucero, who found out firsthand.
In an article on riseofthevegan.com, they found that 6% of Americans now identify as vegan, which is a jump from just 1% in 2014. I spoke with Jason Lucero, a vegan of 6 months and a vegetarian of 1 year, to hear why he made the change and why he believes the lifestyle is growing at such a quick pace.
I saw a video on eggs and how one egg equals 5 cigarettes, health-wise. So that was, for me, my point where I was like, no more. I'll stop eating eggs easily. There has always been vegetarians and vegans, so it's not too surprising. But because of social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's more accessible, the information, learning about the effects that meat actually has on your body, and then all the great things that come from having vegetables and fruits.
6 consumer trends were also studied in 2017 with going meat-free as the top trend. With knowledge at our fingertips, the release of documentaries such as What the Health and Cowspiracy have quickly added to veganism. Jelly Marielle shared that the documentary helped her make the change as well.
Definitely because of the big film on Netflix, What the Health. I think that was a big factor into why people got scared and wanted to make a change.
I asked Stark nutritionist Amir Mafidi if there are any actual benefits to a vegan diet.
Some people think that there is a defined health benefit to it. I have some questions about that, but it is a diet high in fiber, fruits, vegetables, antioxidants, which is, again, part of a healthy diet, but I think you could achieve that with other diets.
If you're thinking of becoming vegan, make sure to do your research and consult with a doctor before making any drastic diet changes. For the Report program, I'm Jessica Lucero.
The makeup and beauty industry has skyrocketed its way into becoming a billion-dollar industry thanks to social media and YouTube gurus online. Reporter Clarissa Rico takes a look at what's influencing people to purchase makeup.
From drugstore to high-end, consumers are buying makeup more than ever, making the beauty world a billion-dollar industry. The industry has grown so much that even big stars like Kylie Jenner and Rihanna have jump-started their own makeup brands. So why are people buying makeup? And how has this become so popular? According to one makeup lover, Lizeth Saldivar, social media and beauty gurus online have an impact on what products she chooses to purchase.
The first thing I do is when I want to buy something that just came out, or even if it's been in the market for a while, is I YouTube it just to see the reviews or what it looks like on people maybe my similar skin tone. So in a way they do influence me. I wouldn't say they have the last word. A month I probably spend at least $40 a month. So 40 times 12 is a lot.
The internet and social media has definitely become a driving force in the popularity of makeup, admits makeup buyer Susana Castillo.
Before, it wasn't in your face all the time. I mean, you knew about it from commercials and magazines. But now, because of Instagram, YouTube, whatever else is out, Tumblr, Pinterest, and now it's in your face 24/7.
But makeup has evolved over the years, and so has its image. As makeup artist Kim Rosales expresses, makeup has become more about self-expression.
Just like clothing, where you can express how you feel and who you are without permanently doing something to your body. 3, I feel like it breaks the gender boundaries. And makeup wasn't a thing, and now everyone can use makeup as an artistic ability.
As the popularity of makeup on social media continues to rise, so is the makeup industry. But some might say it's a good thing, as it is a movement that is inspiring people to look and feel their best. This is Clarissa Rico for The Report.
Latinas are making money moves thanks to YouTube makeup tutorials online. Reporter Emma Perla reveals the process of being a beauty influencer.
YouTube makeup tutorials have become a daily guilty pleasure. With daily upload schedules and constant Instagram posts, these Latinas are creating a beauty empire.
So right around here, I'm going to start to blend it in a little more towards the inner part of my eyes, and then just going back and forth motion.
It's just like a half-cut crease with just matte eyeshadows and then a glittery inner corner.
These beauty channels mainly attract women from ages 15 to 24. Desi Perkins comes in with 2.5 million subscribers, Sarai with 488,000, and Daisy Marquez, who is only 19 years old, with 730,000 subscribers on YouTube. They receive free packages from all makeup brands and get taken on trips with other beauty YouTubers for new product launches. Together, these three Latinas have 8 million Instagram followers combined. Desi Perkins has a collaboration with Key Australia and a collab with makeup line Dose of Colors, both selling out within minutes. The leading female-dominated YouTube category is makeup, with an 89.3% female viewership.
I'm very proud to be a Latina in the beauty industry. I feel that it's very inspirational to see other Latinas coming up, and I feel that it's amazing because Latinas are freaking amazing. We have amazing personalities, we're sassy, we to have fun, and I just love doing beauty tutorials more than anything because I love teaching others about the beauty of, or just the art of beauty.
For the report program, Emma Perla.
Yeah, that is awesome. I don't really watch YouTube makeup videos, but
I think it's really interesting because that it's on the rise, these YouTube videos. Yeah, I have, my little sister actually is a makeup tutorial person.
Oh,
She's not that big, but you never know, I guess, with all these people.
The amount of followers they have,
yeah.
it's amazing. Her time is coming. Oh yeah, oh yeah. From Harajuku to anime, Japanese pop culture is not only popular among Japanese people, some Americans are obsessed with it too. Miri Sonata went to the Orange County Japan Fair to find out why these Americans love Japanese pop culture.
From Harajuku. My outfit is from Harajuku brand, a Japanese brand called Milkman. To anime. I'm Chun-Li, the Street Fighter.
These bubbly and colorful girls may look like they're from Japan, but they aren't. They're proudly American and they're proudly obsessed with all things Japanese.
I'm here at OC Japan Fair. OC Japan Fair is a Japanese style festival that has street vendors of Japanese food, culture, traditions, and innovations. They have also Japanese entertainment. So let's check it out.
My name is Stephanie Yanez and I'm an anime American J-pop singer.
For Stephanie, her Harajuku style gives her the opportunity to enjoy being her true self.
I feel like everyone should just have fun and be a kid at heart. And that's, really my message for everybody. Don't forget your kidness and your heartness.
Godzilla, you got a growl for me?
Costume play is people wear costumes and be a certain anime character from head to toe.
Cosplay is like an extension of myself, of my creativity, and I get to portray different characters like Chun-Li, who's really powerful.
I'm Joker from Persona 5, the game. He really relates to me as a character. He goes through a lot of hardship, but doesn't complain.
Japanese pop culture might be Sakura Wonderland, where it's filled with dreams and hopes to those Americans at Stephanie's song tells. Never forget enjoying who you are.
Last weekend, the annual Zombie Fest took place in Long Beach. This 3-day event was a weekend to celebrate America's love for zombies. Here's what Sharon has to say about the invasion.
Halloween started early in Long Beach, California with the 3-day annual Zombie Fest. This is an event to commemorate the grotesque undead, featuring reptiles and bunch of live performances from interesting people, plenty of cover bands singing some Halloween classics, along with a Michael Jackson impersonator teaching kids how to dance to Thriller. The whole night consisted of just spooky folks having a bunch of vendors making interesting art and selling cute knickknacks for the Halloween spirit. A bunch of families also took photos, show off their amazing cars and spooky friends, and if you dress up as a zombie, you were able to participate in scaring people at the mazes. Why is America so obsessed with zombies?
Because of The Walking Dead. Other than that, it's a government conspiracy that will happen.
With the cinema makeup school, they brought the zombies here by creating realistic cuts with oozing blood and just bunch of bruises, making realistic bullet holes on the head and just blood being splashed everywhere to prepare for the annual zombie walk. This 3-mile walk was around the Long Beach Pier with just a bunch of children and parents screaming and terrifying the living. With this infection, though, no one was hurt and everyone had a wonderful time. Until next time, zombies.
That's it for us here at the Report program. Thanks for watching our very first episode. I'm Mark Chamali.
I'm Nicole King.
And I'm Tyra Majors. See you guys next week.